Last time I seen him.
Last time I seen him. What up, though?
He's ahead at the Rex Lounge. Are you Denver native or no?
Nah.
No. All right, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then, bro.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
What the fuck are we even doing here then, Lance? Start the damn show.
Well, that's what we doing. Hey, I mean, if you're a newbie, then you're probably skipping this shit. But if you've been here before, then you know this how we do it. This shit's rolling.
We're whacking it.
All the fucking, we're whacking it.
Wacky. We're wacky, bro.
About to say we're whacking.
No,
Yeah, we're not
bro.
whacking it.
No.
Anyway, hey, this is the Welcome to a Podcast, man, where we talk about a lot of things, but most importantly, we like to bring on cool people. I mean, beyond cool people, we like to bring in people that have inspired us in some form or fashion, or doing dope things, and really just standing on who they are. And today, you know what I mean, it's no different than the other day. I'm your boy Leno. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. And I'm sitting next to my brother from another mother, and they ain't the same color.
Oh, that's sick. That's cool.
Wow.
Just
Okay.
shit. Jeremy Pate.
You should get into rap music, bro.
I'm
or
thinking.
music.
I think there's a career for me.
Yeah, dude.
Along those lines for me.
We got a good brother Nello on, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
what's up, folks?
What it do,
Thank
man?
you, bro. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me on, bro. It's an honor.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Well, we like to kick the show off, man. We're giving the folks their flowers, man. And you are one brother that I have always, since I met you, and even before I met you, you know, just watching you from afar, that you've always been a brother who just like stood for something, right? And you know what I mean, like, and I just admire that in you, bro. And so I just want you to know, like, keep talking, keep doing it. You know what I mean? It's needed, and we just appreciate it, brother.
Hey,
Yes.
thank you so much,
Yeah.
man. That's love, bro. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
without
I gotta echo that too, because it was you're one of the few people that I don't really know that well coming on the show, but I just love you so much. You're so tight, bro.
Oh, man, that's love, bro.
You have like Lance was saying, it's rare to see people that like have a heart and want to stand up on it and like be a good light to the world and not way when shit gets weird. So
Hey, man, that's love.
you do
bro.
really good. Yeah.
I really appreciate that. I've been getting, I got a lot of compliments today for some reason. So,
Yeah, take them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow might not be your day.
I know,
I'm
I'm
telling you,
yeah,
it might be
yeah,
like the
yeah.
fuck Nello day.
I know. I'm gonna take some of this, save it for later.
Just tuck them in. Tuck that shit in. Just tuck it in.
For one of them rainy days.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
Let's get into it, man. Tell us, Nello.
Hey.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, what the fuck are
fuck's
we doing
going
here? Who?
Can we curse your password, dude?
Yeah. Give us the password to your phone and the last four of your social. That's all we need.
Okay. Easy work. I thought it was gonna be a lot.
My password is password.
Right.
Yeah, that's facts. But nah, man, you know, give us some of who of Nello is, bro. Like,
Man. So I'm really excited because I came up with a new way to refer to myself.
Okay.
And this is my first time getting to use it.
hell
but-
yeah.
Oh, time.
This time, y'all hear this
So,
shit?
All right, we roll this out right now. What up? I'm Nello, community conductor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Advocate,
Yeah,
preacher,
yeah.
catalyst of love.
Mhm.
I have like a rich family history. I think that's kind of like brought me to where I am right now in my life, or the ways that y'all have like talked to me and talked about me on the show so far, and the kind words, like that means a lot. But it's like something I attribute to my family. My mom, she grew up in South Africa. She's from Cape Town.
Okay,
She grew up fighting apartheid. My dad, he's from Mississippi.
okay.
He's a Mississippi social justice pastor.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
My grandma, who just recently passed, God rest her soul, was the second elected woman bishop in the Black Methodist faith tradition. And she's also, she worked with Medgar Evers before he got assassinated in Mississippi, moved my family out to LA.
Yeah.
But all that's like my family history, you know what I'm saying? So I feel tied to like the stuff that I do, but have found ways to kind of like live that out in my own way through music, through the stuff that I'm doing with preaching, through community advocacy, and a world of other things. Whatever I do, I just look for love in the center of it, you know. And for me, that just feels satisfying in itself. And,
Yeah, man.
and that's just kind of at the heart of what I do and who I am.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great intro.
Yeah.
We need to work on.
Yeah. Nello's in, you're out.
Damn, fuck, student gang took my job. Damn! Hell on, Nello, get the hell up out of here. Community conductor, conduct your ass up out of here.
I need to be here for 10 minutes.
I took my damn job. I didn't know my shit was even up for grabs. I'm gonna do better, man. I won't be late tomorrow, man. Shit.
They trying to get you out the door.
Get me out this motherfucker. Hey man, so speak a little bit more to that community conductor, because you said that, and that kind of made my antennas go up. Like, explain that. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I just so in we just we just got done with the symphony, playing a series of shows. Me and an incredible artist that I've gotten to work with. His name's Wayne Watts.
Shout out Wayne.
Yeah,
you know, shout out Wayne.
Yeah.
All of us in the room know Wayne.
Yeah.
But it's a term that we kind of like came up with after, or you know, like we always trying to. I feel like as an artist, one of the many things that we do with our time is find unconventional ways to refer to ourselves outside of just rapper.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Because like we do more than that sometimes. You know, like sometimes it doesn't tell the full story. Although that is at the heart of what being a rapper is community. You know, to me, at least. But we basically got done with the symphony and was just talking about like some next plays and stuff, and like we both refer to ourselves as like advocates and stuff. He's like, well, we call ourselves community conductors, and then like reference the like a conductor in the symphony makes all the different parts of the choir and
make it all come
the
together.
instruments come together and stuff. So like I think of myself as somebody who does that like on the block in the community and in different spaces, like figuring out ways to have things come together and make something beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that was good. I'm sorry that interrupted, but this.
Now you good.
Titties. All right.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, no.
Titties. Excellent. Community conductors. Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just something you and Wayne came up with, of just another cool way of just talking about what y'all do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, when you say Wayne and I think about you, man, I think you and him, I think since we're talking about you though, like you do a great job of like the community aspect of it. Because I feel like within, you know, we know within the rap community, there's so much gatekeeping and things of that nature. But I feel like every time that you've been given a platform, like you bring the squad with you. And I think that is huge, man, because that's something that's like, it's almost like frowned upon, or not even frowned upon, it's almost like some people don't do in the rap community.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you saying that too, because I've been going back and forth with myself about like how my definition of gatekeeping has changed by so much throughout the years and whatnot. I think you understand because you are an artist who also does that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and it's so important for us, like when we get to go somewhere, that we don't go alone because that'll probably be the last time any of us go if we do. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's at least that be my mindset every time or whatever. And like the way that I perceive gatekeeping now is like a lot more. It's a moving definition. Way more. I used to look at gatekeeping as like people trying to keep people out or like blocking it. But for me, gatekeeping is like, hey, when you got an opportunity to say somebody else's name in a room that you happened upon, you know what I'm saying? That's gatekeeping. It's like, and it makes it more of like, a personal thing that all of us, you know what I'm saying? We have to look at ourselves and not just have to point the finger at who we think, you know what I'm saying, is front of the gate versus like, oh no, we all have the opportunities to gatekeep, which means we all have the opportunities to open up the gate.
Some form or another.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. But there's also a certain level of like, you do have to make sure that you're keeping a high standard as well with like all the people that you're bringing around.
You definitely gotta be intentional about who you bring into it.
That's a fact.
Because that could be the last person.
That could be the last time you hear. Hey, you and all the motherfuckers. I know you thought you was Noah and you brought the jungle with you, but this will be your last time getting on this boat. Just want to let you know right now.
I didn't know we couldn't do that.
My bad. So you mean tell me my cousin can't come? He don't do shit, but he can't come. All right.
That's what I'm saying. We all got that cousin that needs to just stay home. Like, we'll see you at the family reunion.
You can look. We'll send you the link to the live, bro. You don't need to be there. Hell no. We just need your energy from a distance.
Right.
Yeah,
Thoughts and prayers, bro. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. But you know I love you though, man.
I love you.
Yeah.
What do you what does your family think about the introduction of? Because you had mentioned that artists spend a lot of time thinking about clever ways to not call themselves rappers.
Yeah.
Probably because there's a negative connotation that sometimes comes with that. Otherwise, you would be excited about being called a rapper, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Do you feel that in your life or no?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. And for me, it's it's a for me. I look at being called a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a downfall or anything like that. Like I'm proud to be a rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a tradition of like people who have taken language and used it to move masses of people in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Throughout a lot of different movements and places in culture. And so, like, you know, I'm proud of it. But then at the same time, everybody doesn't have that understanding of it. And we had to deal with that too and wrestle with that too. So with my family, you know, like I said, I have a family who's like rooted in the church, religious background. I myself am a preacher.
Yeah.
In school, I'm in school right now to get a master's of divinity and all that.
A seminary? Do you go?
Yeah, I'm going to Isla School of Theology.
Cool.
Which is has been super dope.
Yeah.
But I've had to like wrestle with like trying to get people, or at least I used to. Right now, I don't care, but trying to get people to understand like that me being a rapper doesn't impede upon the rest of the stuff that I do in my life.
Right.
And, you know, they actually like work together. Like I consider my ministry to be like making music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And figuring different ways to get
connect to people.
Yeah, to connect to people through there. And I look at it as like I get a chance to speak in a pulpit, but then I also have a chance to like utilize different pulpits, whether that be like headphones, a show on Friday night, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to like really complicate it with like, you know, all the religious rhetoric and jargon that we hear kind of points us away from. Like I got a huge problem with Christian rappers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't like you're not a Lecrae guy?
Yeah. I mean, I saw
that's only Christian rapper.
Lecrae sometimes.
Okay.
But, you know, like sometimes I'll be like, all right, whatever. Yeah. But it's just like, you know, like it's not about whether you curse or don't curse. It's like, you know, at the heart of your music, at the heart of like what you do, can you find love?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And does that move you in a way that when you publicly see like hate, you know what I'm saying? Are you in a position to be able to speak out on that? It. Or does your Christian rap keep you from, you know what I'm saying? Speaking truthfully to stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have to appease people, you know what I'm saying? Which to me is like what made me want to be raw and authentic in my music. You know, I'm not perfect. There are some things that people consider sinful that I don't consider, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to learn the nuance of me to know my music, you know what I'm saying? Which in turn will tell you like what I truly value outside of just like not cursing and like quoting scripture to you and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that the latter goes a longer way than that.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes. Agreed. It is a tricky thing because we had Pastor CB on a couple weeks ago, and like he is a pastor that like very much like believes in capital T truths. What's your take on that, and like how nuance comes into that?
Yeah, or like what I consider truth.
Yeah, because like there's some things that I mean, people would say you got to live by.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some values that that can't have wiggle room.
That's true. It definitely happened to me already. Like I had one of my aunties found out I was in school for divinity and reached out to me. It was like trying to see if I still live with my girlfriend or not. She was like, if you living with her, you're doing it wrong, whatever. And then I was like, hey, I was like, auntie, while I was expecting,
I'm not just living with her, girl.
You left out a part.
I'm like, first of all, we moved out. And then I was like, second, like I was expecting a congratulations or I'm proud of you. But on the other side of that, let me explain to you what I believe so that you could just know where I stand. Leave me alone.
Right.
But
yeah.
I said to her, I was like, hey, well, this is what I say to everybody too. Like, there's about 12 years of Jesus' life in the Bible. He lives to be about 33 years old. And ultimately what we see in the Bible about Jesus is that he loved people fearlessly and in tangible ways.
Yeah.
Where there was hungry, he fed them. Where they were sick, he healed them. Where there was oppressed, he spoke out on their behalf. Where there was corruption, he flipped tables. Where I'm like, all right, we all throughout our lives, especially as Christians, we get fed like these like minimal things to do, like don't curse, don't have sex before marriage, don't do, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like those things that Jesus, that was amplified by Jesus in the short time that we were able to read about him. Yeah. And so ultimately, in my mind, aside from the mysticism of Jesus' crucifixion, he was killed by the government for doing those things and being outspoken about systems that impacted people in negative ways. Yeah. And so I'm like, if I live my life that way, like I'm betting on that.
Yeah, totally.
I'm satisfied. I'm content because although there are like there are things can be vices. Everything should be done in moderation. But if I live my life disciplined and that I love people and where they're hungry, I help them,
feed them out.
Where they're poor, we help. You know what I'm saying? And all the other things that Jesus literally did that we can literally look at and don't have
see where there's a need right now in today's time.
Yeah. Then like, I feel like I'm doing good.
Right.
Totally.
But still, I'm not perfect in the same sense, right? Like I think that's the important piece because I think I have to have those same conversations with my mom of just like the way I go about doing things. I'm just like, look, I get it. I understand what time and era you came up in and what you was under as far as what you was being taught. But I also know that there's multiple ways to do what I feel like God would have me to do. Right? Yeah. There's multiple ways for me to be able to reach people. And I think what gets lost in most cases is just like, how can you connect with everybody if you only got one way of being able to connect? You're gonna lose so many people, and that I think that'd be the issue with church a lot of the time. But just like you're not really living by that in some cases of that code of just like come as you are, like show up like how you are, and then we'll meet you there. Versus like, just that pressure of feeling like, damn, I'm not good enough. And it's like, bro, we should all be being authentic, no matter if you believe in Christ or not. Of just like, hey, I'm not perfect. Yeah. I do believe Jesus died for my sins, but I'm also not perfect. So you can't see me in one space and be like, oh, bro, you ain't really walking and living like that. It's like, who are you to tell me that, bro? I'm a human. This is what this is about. This is what the journey is about. So I can feel that. You know what I mean? Like my mama hear my song, Beautiful Motherfucker. She's like, I love that song. I just wish you didn't say motherfucker, because then you could perform it at the church. I said, I didn't make that song to perform it at church. And I was like, and if I do, then I wouldn't say the motherfucker part. I'll just leave motherfucker out. I was like, but that doesn't take away from the message. I was like, because what you got to understand is that there's some people who need to hear me say that and also talk about God in that song very heavily. It's like I'm praying. I'm literally saying my prayers in that song, but also breaking it down to be like, hey, bro, but you don't have to be perfect to be able to have a relationship with God.
Yeah, and that song in itself, and because I know the stanzas, because I've sung it with you.
Right, exactly.
That song, like, I look at that could be, like, if they, one more chapter to Psalms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that song could very well be in there. And like 1,000 years from now, they might not even know the translation for motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hello, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, they gonna translate that shit to endearing terms.
100%.
Based on the lyrics of the song. This is what we can implicate from the text.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't, people exclude that, the way that people have interpreted things in the past are the way that people interpret things now.
Right.
And what they hear, whether it's like, we all have our different religious experiences that we can't explain to one another. But, if it feels right.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
If it aligns with the morals, values, and who you feel like you are in your soul, then like who's somebody, like you said, somebody else to steer you away from that.
That's right.
That it's wrong.
Yeah. And I hear you both are saying a lot of don't get hung up on the things that religion says not to do, and get more focused on the things that religion says to do, because you're going to miss out on so many more opportunities and ways to change the life, because you're actually doing things for the world as opposed to pretty much just throttling yourself and being like, "Well, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that."
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
like you're not really serving the world at all if you're living like that.
Yeah,
Right.
man, 100%.
That's great.
I think that's just so important, man. Like, you know, if my mom watches, I hope she don't think I'm taking shots at her. But we had a conversation. We had to
We
have
love our mother.
Yeah, I love you, mom,
Yeah.
so much. But we had to have a conversation because my daughters don't like wearing dresses, and my mom comes from an era of like that's what
You gotta
women
wear a
wore.
dre- yeah.
You got to wear a dress all the way down to your ankle. Type stuff, and I'm just like they don't. So like she'll call us on Sunday. She's like, "Y'all going to church? Like we getting ready for church?" She's like, "What they wearing?" I'm like, "They got on their jeans and sneakers and a hoodie." She's like, "Oh my god, why won't they just wear a dress?" I'm like, "Aren't you more happy that they're going to church?" And they're happy and they feel comfortable. We're going to church and they're gonna soak it up and we're gonna have conversation about what they feel like they learning and what they
Right.
don't understand and all those things versus like getting hung up on like you're not looking the part.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
sounding the part. It's like, hey man, look. And I think for me, I started understanding like I'm just not for everybody.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I mean?
I'm glad y'all having those conversations too, though. You know, because
Yeah.
that's what it takes. And then I feel like our elders, they have so much to offer us.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That it's like, but they also have a lot that they could hear from us too. And like
Without a
when those
doubt.
conversations happen, that means a lot. Or granted, you know, what I'm saying? I don't know what your mom's response was, but I know that she heard you.
She heard it.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm
She's
saying?
like, yeah, well.
It probably mean a lot to your daughters. You know what I'm saying? You
them
standing on
advocating
business
for that.
them. Yeah,
Without
so,
a
like,
doubt. Yeah.
even that, like just you living in that is creates a positive, you know, outcome. Even if mama don't get what she want,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
She's still getting what she wants. Your
She still
children
get-
are
they
going
going to
out.
church.
They're going to church.
Right.
And they finding a relationship with
They have
God.
to wear dresses in heaven.
Yeah, come on, man. If they got to change to get in, they gonna change. They know how to put it on. They gonna be like, all right, well, give me a second. Let me put the dress on.
Yeah.
But for now, I don't think that's an issue.
Or the all white jeans.
Yeah, right. After Labor Day, that's what you want, man. Put that shit on, man. Do you love the Lord? That's what we trying to. Do you love Lord, God's people? Yeah, nah.
That's facts though.
Yeah, nah, man. So like, as of recently, I've been seeing you on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And so, what is that like for you, man? When you have to,
What's he doing on the internet? I haven't seen him on the internet.
I mean, he just
Man, I just-
standing on business.
oh, okay. Yeah.
talking.
Okay. I didn't know if there
Just
was like,
we'll just keep it general. Just
I
standing
didn't
on
know if
business.
any
So like,
nudes leaked or anything like
yeah,
that.
no, whoa, I wouldn't bring that up. I wouldn't be bringing that up. I'd be like, hell nah, man, we gonna cut
That's
that
not your
part.
internet, bro.
This is like, so what is he doing? From the ankle up or from the knee down?
He's reaching people that are lost right now. Okay.
Like, no, he definitely should not be doing that though.
That is a capital T truth.
That's a capital
That's
T
a
truth.
capital T. Get the fuck no. What you doing, my boy? I'm gonna call you on the sideline. You're like, hey, man, look.
So let's air him out.
Hey, man, you didn't went too far.
We going straight Wendy Williams.
Shit, boy. You making me lose my fucking train of thought. Thank you.
Yo, sorry. All right, you saw him standing on business on the internet.
No, I'm just like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is that like for you, man? Like, because I know you wear a lot of different hats: community conductor, pastor, rapper, all the community activists. Like, how do you accept those challenges, and when do you know when and when not to really of like when you feel like you need to say something, and times you feel like I don't need to say something.
Yeah.
How do you find discernment in that?
I feel like it's like a lot of people in proximity to me
Mm-hmm.
who I feel like are saying one perspective, but having been in community and knowing like friends, family, loved ones, people who are close to me as well, like being able to have heard their perspectives and opinions,
Mhm.
and also like in sound mind going about and like doing the research and knowing some of these conversations that are happening, I feel inclined, or like I feel a tug
Mhm.
to like want to say something so that like and not saying I don't speak on behalf of other people, my opinions are mine only or whatever, but presenting different perspectives that are informed
Yeah.
by those experiences and relationships, I feel like has been helpful lately. If not for other people, for myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I feel like right now we in a time where we all got to be chemists in one way. We getting a lot of days where, and a lot of news and experiences where we have to be like, it's human to feel angry or whatever. And so I'm figuring out how to mix those things with other feelings. So like on the days that I feel angry, I'm like looking for joy, mixing those together. And to me, that outcome is like I can be passionate. or whatever, and then
Yeah.
like taking that passion and like using it to like then say whatever I feel like needs to be said in a moment. So like this past, I know I've had like a lot to say lately on a lot of different topics. Like some folks got on me yesterday because I said that I heard somebody say
Yeah.
that Hitler was a Christian. And I was passing along information. Sorry if this is heavy for the.
No,
No, man.
good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
This is your space, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your time.
And so I was very careful in my words when I said that too. That I said I heard somebody or whatever, and me saying that I wasn't trying to promote that Hitler was a devout Jesus follower.
Sure, yeah. His
But
actions didn't show that.
His actions didn't show that, but he did convey himself as a Christian at points throughout history, and that was to present himself as a devout follower to then push his message through the German Catholic Church throughout his rise to power and into fascism in the 1930s. Where there was something that he and the Nazi Party coined positive Christianity that looked at a lot of or combined the values that you would find in Hitler's Mein Kampf with the values of Christian values.
Whoa.
The same way we
Yeah,
kind of see.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It's
Which
happening
is-
right now.
Which is like the conversation I wanted to have, but then people was like, "Oh, no, he's not. That's not a follower of Christ."
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's like, yeah, I know, right? I'm just,
Right, yeah.
like,
I'm
we
just
having
that's my point.
That's the point.
Yeah.
We having this saying, and there's somebody who's not that's using it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's-
It's being used as a vehicle for
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. And that happens often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even like those are the kind of I like having conversations like that. And this damn master's degree, they got us reading like 300-400 pages a week. So I'm like, I'm ready to talk about some shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Let's get into it. I'm a book. It will. I'm looking for a space to get it off. Shoot. Because I'm just reading all this stuff. My mind about to pop all this information.
Just text all the bros. Hey, do you guys want to chat about Hitler?
And Jesus. They're like, man, what you on, man? What you on?
Bro. Jeremy has left the chat.
oh my gosh. But I mean like there's stuff like that. And then I think also with like the recent passing of CK,
Yeah.
there's been like a lot of conversation that's been happening to me in not a healthy way. Like when it first happened, and this is like I said, I hate that everybody has to make this disclaimer before they say some shit
For
about
sure.
this or whatever. So actually, I'm not gonna say it, but
Yeah.
y'all know.
We got
where
you.
We
I'm
all
coming
feel the
from.
same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. But I think it's just like some harmful rhetoric around the conversation that was like following, where it was like a lot of othering of people and like trying to condense that people were being apathetic to people celebrating that it happened. And it's like a big difference. And I'm also like, saw a lot of posts and commentary. I'm like, oh, please tell oppressed people more about how to mourn their oppressors, or people who spoke ill of them consistently and publicly or whatever. So I was just, like I felt compelled to like say, because I just saw a lot of, and that othering gets dangerous. A day after, it was revealed that the shooter was another white Republican man
Yeah.
or whatever. However, in the week following, you see the White House take down a study that says that most violence that occurs in the country is a result of a right-wing ideology or people who are indoctrinated more towards that side. HBCUs, a few HBCUs across the country had to shut down
Right.
because there were threats called in.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were two men found hanging from trees in Mississippi within the same, and it's just like, all right, we have to be really careful with our language nowadays and how we talk about things, which also like further compels me to like want to say things in that moment, because I don't expect to change anybody's mind or whatever, but it's a lot of the quiet part is being said out loud right now on the other side.
Yeah.
And so not even depending on what side you're on. If you're human, if you believe that politics should be separate from someone's human anatomy, then you should say something
Yeah.
right now. And so that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's just a dangerous slippery slope when we feed into rhetoric that allows us to other people.
Mhm.
As a black person this week, I felt like, damn, we ain't had shit to do with that. We ain't
Yeah.
goddamn.
Leave me alone, man. God damn.
we ain't had shit to do with it. I've just been trying to
Read this 300 pages.
right, goddamn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yo,
for
I'm
real.
trying to figure out what I'm having to eat tonight for dinner.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it, man.
Yeah. How do you or how much do you put that weight in what you're either putting in your music or putting in your sermons? Because you're of I would say the generation below me, and so like right now is like premium time for you to like start doing the shit.
Yeah. I with my music, I've like gone on and off with doing it because I like trying music is like has been my one getaway that's been consistent from like the time I was a teenager to now. Like
Yeah.
I've always found solace and like comfort in making music. So I go in and out. Like sometimes I might make like a really deep project that points to all these like themes or make a song that like I can't get through the session without crying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like crying the song out.
Yeah.
And then other times I'm like, all right, I'm finna make a song about some bullshit.
Mhm.
and that's,
Yeah.
and
I want to
that's
have
it.
some fun on the
I want to
road
have
today.
some fun because
Yeah.
I deserve, because joy is resistance too. I deserve to have
Yes.
fun. So
Yeah.
like that, and then my preaching, like, it's 9 times. I mean, as in my adulthood as a preacher, 9 times out of 10, you get a sermon that's gonna be like relevant to the world that we living in. I try to, and this is something I'm still working, and hopefully I can learn in school. I try to stay away from like the self-help theology.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, and speak more to like what's literally happening to us around the world community, and try and center that in whatever I'm preaching. And that's, for me, I think there are people who have found out how to like balance the two successfully. Talking about like ways we can like grow our own prosperity and have abundance of things,
Yeah.
and then still talk about like that there's a world outside that's lacking
Right.
Yeah.
in a multitude of ways.
You're right.
But it's just I'm finding that balance. But my preaching is like usually centered on that. Like one of the past sermons I preached was standing on business.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Standing on business, and I took it from I forget the scripture that I used, but it was basically about when Jesus returned to Judea before his crucifixion, and he went to the temples, and he found out that they were buying and selling in the temple, but there was a corrupt system of trade that had been developed that now the people within the temple were colluding with corrupt government officials to get their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jesus went back and started flipping tables.
Yeah,
Right,
like-
yeah.
There, and
Like,
that's
what
what
y'all
Yeah.
doing up in here, man?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you could preach on that for the next 4 years.
Yeah, for real. Standing on business. For real.
Make
A
room.
lifelong lesson.
Yeah, for real, bro.
make Rome great again, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how literal I be trying to get up my sermons, because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to preach effectively the mysticism of the Bible, because the Bible is a mystical text too. It's
Totally.
not, you know, it's a historical, critical, but then there's like
There's magic
this-
to it.
Yeah, there's magic to it. This mysticism, magic that, you know, like I want to find a way to explain as literally as I do the real world stuff
Right.
too.
So everybody can understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can bring it home for everybody.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real. And for me, I think that's like in my journey of even trying to find a church home, that was one of the things I was looking for in a pastor or in a leader, right, of the church. And I finally landed that, and I was just like, wow, this is what I've been looking for, somebody who can break it down and give it to us in a way that's palatable
Yeah.
in layman's terms.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a text for Jesus for dummies,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like dumb it down to where it ain't so like hard for people to understand and grasp this concept of like, what you mean is a man who can walk on water? Man, I ain't buying that. Like,
No.
it's like, break it down for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's great that on your journey, like that's where you headed with it, because I feel like honestly, I feel like that's gonna be the only way to connect to the youth coming up, the next set of people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the future.
Yeah, facts. I mean, especially I feel like in a time like this, even like with music, like it's coming back to a point where people are like really. It seems like people are really craving like,
something for real.
Yeah, that real raw. Like,
Mhm.
hey, how can I take this and use it? Like,
Yeah.
how does this help me with my day to day? You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
which I don't know. I'm all for it.
Yeah, man.
What
So-
is that? Kind of what you do sometimes? Like figure out like how the magic tricks work in the Bible. Can you explain a magic trick to us?
So he want to see a chord trick. He's like, show me, I need a new party favor.
Like there's like a million podcasts that like explain like how Jesus walked on water, or what they like DMT in the trees and all that type shit.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like, do you believe that there's like a logical explanation for it, or do you think
Or
that
those
he was,
analogies.
were they analogies, or was he really doing some magical shit?
yeah, I think they analogies. I had I failed the class, but it was
Okay.
a professor I really valued.
Yeah.
No, for real, he was a brilliant guy. His name is Dr. Parker, and I feel bad for failing this class because he's an incredible theologian and preacher. But he prefaced the class before we opened up a book or anything. He's like, hey. I want y'all to know you can't be Christian and believe the Bible in its entirety.
You can't be a Christian and
Yeah.
believe the Bible in its entirety.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's fallible.
Right, because
It's
people wrote it.
people wrote it.
Right.
Multiple people.
Right,
multiple.
Like a bunch. It's like a compilation.
Yeah.
It's like a highlight tape, basically.
Yeah, for
Totally.
real.
Yeah.
Of all the best stories.
Yeah.
that
And we've
could-
all been to a family
Yeah.
reunion where you've heard. I've heard this story 7 different ways.
Oh, it's like, I mean, in the Bible too. The Bible tells that story itself. There's like multiple creation stories, that are written in different contexts to achieve different goals.
Right?
But like I don't know, I just look at it literally. I had another professor who were talking us through passages, and one time we were talking about Adam and Eve in the garden, and he's like, "All right, well, raise your hand if you ever talk to a snake."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh shit, wait, no,
Never.
never." Like some of this shit don't happen.
Right.
And then I think we in learning and looking at it literally, which I feel like a lot of people, it's scary for a lot of people too, because the Bible and like our Christian beliefs can sometimes be this safe place for us that just kind of protects us from like the outside world, all the
Chaoticness
things
of
that
the-
we fear,
Right.
Yeah.
all the things that we don't want to see in the mirror.
Mhm.
It
Right.
just gets washed away in this book if we just believe everything that it says
Yeah.
or whatever. But there's like stuff in there that it just might not make logical sense. Song of Solomon's. I'm sorry to ruin this for people. Is a pornographic book. It's erotic. If you go and read it with that in mind, I guarantee you'll be like, oh.
I'm getting hard. I never got hard reading the Bible.
We about to break the internet when we drop this one. This shit gonna go viral. Please choose the clip wisely, Pape. Don't let AI pick it. All right, I'm done.
The timing on that was impeccable.
God damn.
But for real,
Yeah.
it's like, come on. If we could all just be real about this thing, then maybe we can focus on the best parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And start doing the right thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
love that. Yeah. I also was a pastor's kid when I was growing up.
Hey,
I
feel you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I hate myself.
Understood.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
I feel seen for real.
Great. This is good.
Yeah. Fucking but I think there's some cool things that are to be taken away from that. And
Yeah.
one thing that you are crazy about and that I'm also crazy about is love. You know,
Yeah.
I think
Uh-huh.
you can see that really clearly. what was a hurdle that presented itself from being a pastor kid?
Oh man. Let's see. When's this gonna air?
You call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. It just as long as it's not this weekend, it don't matter.
Okay, yeah.
But my so the reason I moved to Denver, I lived here on and off from the time that I was 13 years old until now. But I'm 30. So my dad, he's a pastor in the African Methodist Church, and we get assignments for churches. Like pastors get assignments to where they'll go. I lived in St. Louis before coming here. My parents were divorced, and my dad ended up getting an assignment out here in Denver, Colorado.
Oh,
I talk about it in my song, a song about Nita, on Time Is Limited. But,
Streaming now.
Okay. But so he came here not too long, or that time ago. I've been here 17 years, on and off, growing up, coming in summer times, every other holidays, rotating. And this weekend, or last weekend, was his last Sunday at his church out here in Denver, Colorado.
Oh shit.
He's getting ready to move to LA,
Okay.
which brings up memories of the first time I had when I was like much younger.
Right.
And was impressionable, and it had an impact on our relationship. So coming out here was like, when I got done with school in 2019, he was like, "Hey, why don't you come to Denver?" He didn't say this verbatim, but we both was like, "We're gonna make up for lost time."
Yeah.
and spend some time together.
Cool.
So I came out here and have officially lived in Colorado, aside from those 17 years, now for 6 years. And so it's a hurdle that I'm facing right now, as you bring that up. And I guess thank you for giving me the space to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, he's getting ready to move to another city, state, Los Angeles, to now take on another pastoral assignment. And it brings up those like previous feelings. But also, like, I was talking to my cousin about it. He was like, you take for granted, you take for granted that, like, God has considered, like, what has happened in the past, or that you've experienced this before. And I'm like, oh, that's real. It really put it into context, because I did discount the fact that, like, God may have considered where I fall in all of this.
Right.
And so, for me, it's like I say all that to say I'm at a point in my life, too, where, like, I'm being reminded of something that happened in my past, or in my early development, from a young man into a man, and I'm now facing it as a man, and I have to really think about my life going forward. Like, what am I going to do? Who am I a part? How do I keep my feet to the pavement? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what do I have going on that I need to continue to support, grow?
Yes.
And, you know what I'm saying, really taking the stuff that I've learned and have been able to acquire from spending the time that I spent with him now.
Yeah.
And, like, apply that to, like, all right, this is what I'm doing in ministry.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do in music. This is my plan for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that one day I got the means to, like, do what I want and meet my family again, or for you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all those things,
or create or start my own family, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take the things that I've learned about building the relationship that I have had the time to build with my dad now, or whatever. But that's just been something I've been a most recent hurdle that I've been kind of like working through, you know what I'm saying? And like coming on the other side of, and and then, it's just stuff like, I think y'all know how this feels too. Like, it seems like whenever you like step out on a ledge, or you like about to start a new endeavor, like the world comes crashing down on you. It's like you feel like, damn, why did I even try to do something?
I should have just stayed where it was safe.
I should have stayed right
and
there.
stayed in a magical place where I was safe and not seeing nothing. Nah, I definitely know those feelings.
But the world could crashing down whether you tried or not, so you might as well give it a go.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
Because it's never gonna stay good.
Yeah, that's real.
And I think that's the cool part of when I think about growing, right? Like we've talked about those transitions. Like it seems like it's like an every 10-year thing. It's like you transition from your 20s to your 30s, to your 30s and to your 40s. And as I approach getting closer to 40, I'm just like, damn, like I remember where I was at, and it kind of makes me feel a whole lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Sad, angry, happy,
Yeah.
joyful, thankful, grateful, all those things. And it also it gives me courage to know, like, damn, I've done hard things before and I've survived them. Because look
Yeah.
at me now, right? I look at me now and I could put me up against me being 20. I'm just like, damn, I could teach him so much shit
man.
about what I've had to learn because of shit coming down on me.
Yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful, ugly thing in the process. But to your cousin's point of just like don't forget though, of where you were to then what the opportunity that you've had right now, and there it's gonna always be changes. It's gonna always be something new. Like, and I think I heard somebody say a while back, it could have been a pimp who said this, but whatever. I mean, game is game, right? But he talked about like how all good things come to an end. Like everything ends. Like, and one of the greatest things that we have is life.
Yeah.
And that thing itself is fleeing.
Yeah.
And so like when you can embrace that concept of just like, there really is nothing that's forever. Right. So when you have whatever you have to make sure you're squeezing it for everything that's in it. Because when the time is gone, it ain't gonna be no time to squeeze it. Right. It's gonna be over with.
It's over with.
So it's like, what we doing? You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
It's real.
Yeah. Welcome to it, eh?
I think it's perfect. What's your welcome to a moment, Nello? Like what is a moment in your life? I know a lot of people come on and they have many of them, right? And I think that's cool too. But what would you say is a moment you feel like, yeah, I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I'm here. Welcome to it.
Okay. Yeah, I got two. Right before I left St. Louis for school, I was hanging out at somewhere called the Waterfront.
Okay.
It's where we go to kick it. They race cars up and down, like right the pier at the waterfront.
Okay. Cleverly named.
And I had got jumped. Oh, yeah, they whooped my ass.
Yeah. Oh,
and
bro.
Then, and then the
This
next.
is the saddest welcome to the story we've had.
I got two.
Okay.
But I mean, it's cool. The next week, I went to Morehouse College and started my first semester. Yeah. So that was like my welcome to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like damn, what a
here I am.
Spectrum.
Yo.
I'm on a college campus. The week before, I was getting my ass whooped at the waterfront. You know, like, welcome to it.
Yeah.
But it made me appreciate where I was at.
Yeah.
And then I would say probably it was two things that I also had in mind was the Common concert. That was definitely a welcome to it moment, and not only like getting on stage, but you know the process.
Yes.
Yes, as another drop winner.
Yeah.
You know, like it takes a lot in the days leading up, and I was up whatever amount of votes the whole entire time until those last 2 days, and then people started like moving and. I literally spent the 2 days on my phone just constantly sending out the links, asking people to vote. And that was like the most fearless I've ever been about promoting myself and my music. Yeah. And like people were like real responsive and support. I could like literally see like people like after I DM'd them, like putting that vote in. Yeah. Like that shit was going. Yeah. It was neck and neck until the last day. But then that made it even more valuable getting on the stage. And then being able to do that and have the block with me and like all the homies, people from all the different parts of my music journey. I feel like I had an opportunity to like not only have them hit the stage with me, but also like give them something back too.
Yeah, man. Totally.
Which was an awesome feeling. And I think it was like a couple weeks or a few weeks after, or maybe it's a couple months after. I don't know. Time all works together now. Yeah. But Kendrick Lamar did the what was the family concert? What was it called?
Friends and Family in California.
Yeah, Friends and Family.
Yeah, we brought everybody out.
He brought everybody out, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Bet.
Synchronicity.
Like, synchronized. Yeah, I was like, but that's somebody I admire and look up to, and I'm like, okay, this is. I feel like it was just everything happened so beautifully, and it felt like that was like a welcome to it moment. Mm-hmm. And then having a similar opportunity after with the Colorado Symphony. Yeah. Like the first time we got out there, and hearing them play a song that I made in my 400 square foot apartment along with Saya and Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like we was all bunched in there. You been in
I know the spot. Yeah.
But from there to Betcher Hall, in front of like a bunch of like students. We performed for more than 20,000 students.
Wow.
Throughout the concert series, and it just meant a lot because it was like, you know, we got to give them something positive and impressionable too.
Yeah.
And like that song has been doing it. That song that we did with the symphony has taught me what like a real rollout looks like.
Yeah.
Like that shit could be a couple years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If done right. And we coming up on like year 2 of that song still feeding us. Like making things happen.
Yeah.
And
that's beautiful.
Sick.
so yeah, that feels, I think those
some
few
good ones,
moments.
man.
Yeah.
Some good ones.
From getting jumped to the Colorado Symphony.
Yeah. I love it.
You can't stop a good thing, man.
No, you cannot.
You can't stop a good thing.
Shout out St. Louis. I love my home city.
Hell yeah.
I love
That's
Denver
dope,
too.
man. I love that, bro.
Yo.
Well, man, we thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
let them
man.
know where they can find you, all that jazz.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
First, shout out to these guys, man. Lano, incredible guys in the community.
Right on, brother.
By no means, y'all could do this show and talk to yourselves and have the same viewership, I bet. So I
Right on,
appreciate y'all for the invite.
No,
allowing
we
me
love
to
you,
share on the show, man. Nothing but love for
No
y'all.
doubt, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you,
and
man.
I love seeing y'all grow your things. And inspiring to me as well too. Makes me want to do similar things.
Dope,
Good shit.
dope.
You know,
I
That's
love
what
that.
I want. Yes.
But I'm Nello. You can find, which camera should I look at?
Right here.
That one? All right.
Yeah.
I'm Nello. You can find me at gr.nello on all platforms. You know, hit me up, reach out, love to talk, collab, connect, whatever.
Community
Love.
conductor, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
We love y'all, man.
You beautiful motherfuckers.
You
It's the
beautiful
Welcome to a
motherfuckers.
Podcast. Peace. Be easy. Stay out the way. Be on your way.
Yeah.